All right, Week 13 NFL predictions. Dun, 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 dun. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Short week for me, short week for the NFL. We got Thanksgiving Day coming up very soon. I hope you all have a wonderful Thanksgiving with your loved ones. Last week, not the best on the predictions. You'll see there 4 out of 7 on the first screen. Some upsets nobody saw coming with the Brownies, with the Cowboys, and of course, my Bears didn't pull through again for me when I keep picking them every week. It's not helping my record. Then the Titans beating the Texans. The Niners didn't upset the Packers like I wanted them to, and the Seahawks upset the Redbirds. So only 3 out of 6 on the next screen. 6 teams on byes last week, so that made it tough for the predictions there. And there's the overall record this year, 60% correct. We're down below where I want it to be. Don't like that. 107.72 on the year. Hopefully we can start coming back here because we're running out of weeks. We only have 6 weeks left of predictions. No bye teams this week. No teams are on the bye. Every team during Thanksgiving week has to play. So there are a full slate, 16 games. And let's jump right into them. I do have some upset predictions this week. I'm going to pick 5 upsets as always. I'm going to be a little delusional. Starting off with the Lions, the Bears. The Bears have beaten the Lions the last 3 Thanksgiving times they've won, or they've faced each other. I have the Bears beating the Lions 34-31. Come at me in the comments. Bring it on. I got the big upset because the Bears are going to start clicking. I feel it in my bones. Then you got the Giants and the Cowboys afternoon game on Thanksgiving, 21-14 Cowboys. It's always close when these guys play, but I think the Cowboys reestablished themselves a little last game. They're just lacking at quarterback, but I think they got a shot. 21-14 against the Giants. Dolphins at Packers. Dolphins can't play in the cold. Packers are going to win this one easily. That's hard for me to admit. I don't ever like to say the Packers are going to win, but it's pretty hard to deny this one. Tua's back. They look completely different with Tua, but I just can't see them winning in Lambeau in the cold. I don't see it happening. Raiders at Chiefs. This usually ends up being a close game. They've got a 12.5-point spread. I'm going to say it's going to be closer than 12.5. It might not be as close as 6, but the Raiders usually play the Chiefs well, and the Chiefs only won by a last-minute field goal against the Panthers last week, so I don't see that being a blowout. Colts at Patriots, 2.5-point favorite for the Colts. I don't see this being a close game. I really don't. The Colts will start clicking. It'll be just fine. 27-17 will be the Colts over the Patriots, in my opinion. All right, we're in the Sunday game still. Steelers, Bengals. The Bengals are the favorite here. I'm not sure what Vegas is seeing, what the sports books are seeing on this one. Maybe that the Steelers lost to the Brownies, but the Steelers are clearly a better team, and the Bengals just don't know how to close out games. Them and a couple teams right there at 4-7 are all just not closing games out. So I got the Steelers winning. Chargers at Falcons. This should be a close game, but I just think the Chargers are a way more talented team than the Falcons. 27-19 Chargers over the Falcons. I don't think it'll be as close as the sports books are saying. So I got 8-point spread there when they're saying 2.5. Seahawks and Jets. They say this will be a close one too. I don't disagree because the Seahawks have to go all the way across the country. It's going to be a long trip for them, 2017, but the Seahawks are playing well, and they've got the division lead. I think they fight for it, showing really good signs on offense and defense for the Seahawks, the Pigeons of the Sea. Texans, Jaguars, I think it's a bounce-back game for the Texans. Every team in the division that goes to Jacksonville always struggles a little bit in Jacksonville. I think the Jaguars are not a terrible 2-9 team. I think they're better than that, but I don't think this is the week that they get another win. Cardinals, Vikings. I've got the Vikings winning this one, but I think this could be a lot closer than I'm saying. The Cardinals are doing pretty well. Last week they had a hiccup against the Seahawks. Vikings not closing the game out against the Bears, but ended up putting the pressure down in overtime. So I do have the Vikings winning that one. I'm going to call an upside here. Titans defense looking really good. If the offense can continue to click, Nick Westbrook in Kiney, however you say his last name, really good the last couple weeks in his connection with Will Levis. I'm going to call the upset there, 24-22, even though that's in Washington. Bucks, Panthers. Panthers played the Chiefs well. Bucks are rolling again. I think once they get healthy, they're going to be really, really rolling. 27-19 for the Buccos. I've got them beating the Panthers pretty easily in this one. Rams, Saints. This should be a close game, especially with it being played in Nolans. 23-17. The Saints are playing better at home, and the Rams have to come on the road. I'm going to call an upset here, too. I've got several upsets, 5 upsets this week. Eagles, Ravens. Ravens favored by 3. Another one of my upsets, 2 in a row. Sunday evening games, Sunday afternoon games. I'm going to call the Eagles on their 7-game winning streak, second longest winning streak in NFL, behind the Lions, and I'm going to say they keep theirs going. They're going to beat the Ravens 29-26. They stop Henry. They should be okay. Niners, Bills, I'm going to say this one's right on the spread. 7-point spread is what they have, and I think that's right where this will end up. Bills 27, Niners 20. We'll see if the Niners can get healthy. There's no real word yet. Maybe there will be by the time this comes out. But Browns, Broncos at home. I'm starting to believe in the Broncos. Everyone thought their defense would be okay. Their defense is actually turning out to be elite. And Bo Nix as a rookie is really carrying this team really well. Team's gelling. I see the Broncos being a formidable team coming down the stretch. So I think it's going to be a good matchup, but I think the Broncos pull that one out. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Which ones I got right, which ones I got wrong. Where you think this week will end up. I need to start getting that correct percentage up. It's at 60 right now. We need to get it 65, 70 by the end of the year. Might not just be as good a year as last year. Last year I did a little bit better, but appreciate you guys tuning in. Have a great Thanksgiving. Appreciate every one of you. This is fun to grow the channel, and if you don't mind hitting the like button and subscribing, I do appreciate it. Have a great Thanksgiving, and we'll see you next week.